not here, Mrs. Torrance. Hi Cinematics! Welcome back to Too Cool Cinema. My name is Sarah, and this is episode 4 of 5 of Too Scary Cinema. For Too Scary Cinema, we are looking back at horror movies from my childhood that I was too afraid to watch, and we're watching them with an almost developed frontal lobe. Last week we looked at Nightmare on Elm Street. Next week we're going to be ending with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but this week we're watching The Shining. I only know all the references from The Shining, but I've never actually seen it, and I feel like now is as good a time as any. I was terrified to watch it. I don't like men who murder their families. Just like, that's just me. Y'all can do whatever you want. That's just me. That's just like a personal preference. Not only are we going to be looking back at the horror movies from my childhood, they were not released in my childhood. I'm not from the 80s. And I'm as much as I wish I was, I'm not from the 80s. So we are going to be we're also going to be looking at the 5 similarities that comedy and horror share. 5 similarities that I have outlined are tension and release, subversion, exaggeration, timing, and formula. I talked more about those 5 similarities in the first episode of Too Scary Cinema where we watched it, so go check it out if you want a more detailed explanation. The Shining is about a man who takes his family to a hotel and is like, I'm bored. Let me do murder. That's all I know, really. It's like quarantine before quarantine, you know? It stars Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. I know Jack Nicholson is also responsible for sharing the iconic line, "You can't handle the truth." I just don't know what movie that is, and I haven't seen it. So without further ado, I present to you The Shining. The movie opens with Jack Nicholson's character accepting a job where he's gonna watch over the Overlook Hotel for like the off season, which is winter and then spring. But then the interviewer's like, oh, by the way, I know you've driven all the way out here. I just want to let you know that a man went crazy and murdered his family here. And Jack Nicholson was like, sign me up. I love this opportunity. You can't pay me enough to work with evil spirits. Can't pay me enough. Then the child, Danny, is talking to his finger, as we all do. Hey. And the finger's like, here's blood on an elevator. And then Danny like passes out, and they call the doctor, and I think the doctor thinks he's schizophrenic but doesn't follow up. She's just like, that's normal, don't worry about it. That psychic ability to talk to your imaginary friend that's living in your finger and see flashes of horror, it's so normal. It's gonna go away in puberty. Don't worry about it. And then Shelley Duvall reveals that Jack Nicholson's character would get drunk and like hit Danny, which is it's really great that that type of person is taking a job that previously made someone go crazy and kill their family. I think so many good decisions are being made right now. Then the family heads on up to the Overlook Hotel. We're all excited for this opportunity, apparently, except for me. You know, I can already tell that he hates his family. I can look at his face. I can already tell that he's like, I don't want them to be here. I should have left them in Denver. I don't want them to be here. Although Shelley Duvall, she has many annoying comments that she makes. She's like, wow, we're so high up. Wow, birds. Is that anti-feminist? I don't know. I just don't. This couple is annoying me. The only person I like right now is the child. And he talks to his finger. So the standards are not very high. Oh. What? I thought they'd come later in the movie when he's on his tricycle. They're just looking at each other like dogs at the park. So I didn't know that they were reoccurring characters. Thought we just see them at the hotel. The boss of Jack Nicholson is giving them a tour of the hotel, and he tells us it was built on an ancient Native American burial ground, which gives a lot of explanation as to why these white people are being haunted. And I don't understand why people cannot put this together. I would never want to live somewhere where a bunch of people died. That's a recipe for disaster. One of the hotel staff people takes Shelley Duvall and the child on a tour of the kitchen, and here we get a little bit of a the hotel manager or whatever hotel person is connecting to Danny through his brain telepathically, and then they talk about what that means over a cup of chocolate ice cream.
You call it Shining.
That's the name of the movie. I love when they say the name of the movie, because then you get like a little, like in Superman when they said Superman. Oh, that's why it's called Superman.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
So they both know they have superpowers, but they're just like, we can't talk about it with the normies. It's like The Incredibles.
Who says you ain't supposed to?
Tony.
Tony's gonna be evil. I'm calling it out right now. Tony's gonna be evil. Tony's gonna kill someone and he's gonna do murder. Tony's gonna be evil. I think Tony is the real murderer. I don't trust Tony. Oh, his tricycle. Oh my god, it's gonna happen now. The twins are gonna come back. Look at this camera work. Look at this camera work. Okay, Stanley Kubrick. Okay, director. Okay, DP. Okay, PA. Because they're important too. They're important too. Don't you forget it. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? This is really good example of tension. So far, we've had a lot of tension build up. No release yet, but the more tension you build up, the more of a release it's gonna be. It's just building up a lot of things. It's building a lot of suspense so that when Chekhov's gun finally goes off, it's gonna be a big bang. Chekhov's gun is the idea or the belief, I guess, in storytelling that if you show a gun, eventually that gun needs to go off. If you show something and you point a lot of tension to it, you need to release it, or else it's gonna be so unsatisfying for everyone involved. This child and his tricycle, man, someone gotta take it away from him. Give him a bike so he can't go anywhere. Don't go in the room. Don't go in the room. You heard the hotel employee. You were not supposed to go in that room. Don't go in the room. Don't go in the room. Alright, well, he's gonna die. Sorry, guys. He's gonna die. Oh, it's locked. Okay. We've been saved. Everyone chillax. We've been saved.
Weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it?
He hates his wife. I just can't prove it. Well, he tries to kill her, so I guess I can.
I'm gonna finish my work.
Finish your work? You have like 7 months to finish your work.
Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
Why is he so insulted by his wife's support for him? She's like, okay, I'm gonna bring you food, and then if you want, you can share your work with me. And he's over here being like, leave me alone, mom. Like, literally stop being so hormonal. Oh my god, this man pisses me off. This is so accurate for, I feel like, so many American families. Like, the mom and the kids are playing and hanging out, and the dad's just like, oh, well, the dad's like that. Oh my god, did Tony possess him? What is happening? Is he gonna go murder them now? Oh, okay, that's just it. That's what he did the whole day. Just stared out the window. Oop, Danny's on his tricycle again. What kind of hellish monster is he gonna see this time? Oh, it's the children. All right, here's the iconic, come play with us, Danny.
Come play with us.
Yup, I knew it. I wrote this movie, so that's how I know what they were gonna say. Even though I wasn't alive in the 80s, I wrote it telepathically. I had my own Tony. Oh! Girl, me too. Oh my god.
Tony, I'm scared.
Tony's not gonna do anything for you, girl. Tony is playing against you. I'm counting on the fact that Tony is playing against him. Tony's trying to get him killed so that Tony can be his own entity. Danny then goes to see his dad, and they have a really weird and uncomfortable conversation where Danny's like, would you ever hurt me? And the dad's like, no. I would never hurt you, son. Ha ha ha. Like, that's not comforting. I bet Tony and the dad are working together. I just don't trust Tony. No. Actually, no. Actually, I will not be having this. Thank you, though. Thank you for the offer. I would just roll the ball back and be like, no, thank you. Bro, don't fucking move. What are you doing, you dumb child? Don't go in the room. Okay, we're just gonna go in the room. Dude, Chekhov's gun's about to fucking go off in my face right now. Oh, okay, it just ended. Just didn't see any gun go off. Oh, I'm happy he fell over. Should have hit his head when he fell over.
I must be losing my mind.
I'm sorry, you had a dream that you killed your family and you need comfort? Maybe your family needs comfort because you dreamed you were killing them. This man, he needs too much attention. Oh, is the child possessed? No! Oh my god, the ghost hit him? I didn't know ghosts could do that. Sorry, he's so confused.
How could you?
How could you? Ooh. After Jack Nicholson was accused of hitting his son by his wife, he decides to end his long-term sobriety and go get a drink at the hotel bar. The very creepy hotel bar, if I may say.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Talking to himself in a mirror?
Yes, it is, Mr.
Okay.
Toner.
Okay, so we're just hallucinating now. Or there are ghosts. I don't know what's happening. Something crazy better go down at the end.
Just a little problem with the old sperm bank upstairs.
Wait, okay, he just called her, his wife, a sperm bank? He should die. He should be murdered by Tony. Hatred in my heart for this man. Shelley Duvall comes running into the bar and says, Jack, there's a ghost in the hotel. My 4-year-old child told me so, which ordinarily I wouldn't believe, but in this case, good on her for believing the child because he was right. And then the child sends this like telepathic message to the hotel worker we saw earlier, being like, save us. Then Jack Nicholson goes into the hotel and finds naked lady in the bathtub and just watches her. Jack lies to Shelley Duvall and is like, there's no one in the room, even though I just made out with a corpse. There's no one in the room, and I'm gonna blame the child and say he did it to himself. And then the mom, being a concerned mom, is like, we gotta get him out of here. This is not a safe place. And then he's like, fuck you, fuck your kid, fuck your dog, fuck everything that you are. I'm trying to get work done. And it's like, no, sir, you're actually drinking with a ghost, which is what he does next. Instead of the bar being empty before, there's like this like event happening, this sort of 1920s flapper girl party, even though I believe this movie takes place in the 80s. I guess this is where all these people died or something. Are these people like real, like they're ghosts, or is he like hallucinating and nothing is real? Put your answer in the comments. You know, this isn't really related to the movie. I love this set. Like, I just love everything about the sets here. I love this hotel. I love this bathroom. It looks kind of freaky deaky. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh!
Weren't you once the caretaker here?
Oh! That's the man that killed his children before he killed the twins. You know, it's always bald men. It's always bald men. Just put that in your back pocket. And he's telling the guy, you should kill your family too. I feel like this is very common, where I've seen many a story where men are like, I don't want to be married anymore. I don't want to have a family anymore. So I'm going to kill my family and then kill myself. You know, y'all could just get divorced, or you could just straight up leave. So the racist man tells Jack, you got to kill your family the way I killed my family. And then we can live happily ever after together as bald men. And then Jack's like, that's actually a really good idea. Thank you, racist man. So here we are.
Red rum.
Oh, he's saying red rum. Another iconic moment. Red rum. Is Tony gonna murder people? Is Tony gonna red rum people? What's the vibe with, I can't get a read on Tony.
Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance.
You know what? Say what you will about Tony, at least the man has manners and refers to her as Mrs. Torrance. So Tony has taken over Danny. Tony possesses Danny. Who is Tony? What's his like character arc? What's his needs and his wants? Let's talk about Tony. So Jack Nicholson disconnects the whole radio system as to isolate his family even more so he can commit his red rum. Gotta give him points for intellect. Gotta give him points for strategy. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not gonna give him any more points for anything else. Is it the plans? Is it the plans to murder you? You should read them. Oh my god! That's where that came from. So many iconic moments. Oh, he spelled play wrong. And he spelled boy wrong. Not a very good writer, as I've said before. I like the diversity of this writing. Different formats, different capitalization, different spelling, different grammar. He's a writer. He might not be a very stable one, but he's a writer.
Has it ever occurred to you that I have agreed to look after the Overlook Hotel until May the 1st?
Oh my god.
Does it matter to you?
Has it ever occurred to you that I have a job that I applied for and I accepted? Has it ever occurred to you that I work? Well, maybe if women had the right to work, it would occur to her, okay? Has it ever occurred to you that I am facing the consequences of my own choices? Has it ever occurred to you? Has it? Well, it never occurred to me. Like, shut up, no one cares. She should kill him with the bat. She should just kill him. You know, I heard that the Stanley Kubrick made Shelley Duvall do this scene like hundreds of times, and her hands were like raw from swinging the bat around so much. It shows it, because she seems so exhausted. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Right. Are you gonna administer a pain killer? What do you mean you're not gonna hurt her? Men and their logic. Bald men and their logic. I will never understand it. You know, he could easily grab it if he wasn't like an insane person. You need to just swing that shit like in his face. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. Come on. Now murder him. Murder him. Finish the job and murder him. Oh, she didn't murder him. All right, fine. So much for having a heart. I would have murdered him. No, I wouldn't. I would never commit a crime, ever. Wendy decides to drag Jack's body into like a storage thing in the kitchen, which, listen, if you're gonna trap someone, it shouldn't be A, in a place with food, and B, in a place with normal room temperature. She should have locked him in the freezer. Like, that's how they don't survive. Hello? She has no instincts. And while he's trapped in the storage food place, Wendy finds that the snow cat is destroyed. So there's no way for them to get off this snowy hellscape of an island. Even though it's not an island, I think it's just a secluded hotel. So maybe you should have locked him in the freezer so that he'd be dead anyways. Okay, so the racist man is back, which is great. Why? I don't know how to prove it, but Tony is at fault here. I just don't know how to prove it. So the ghost is real? Like, he can interact? Because he just freaking unlocked the door. I don't understand the lore of the hotel. Frankly, up until this movie, I thought that the hotel's name was called The Shining. So I really don't understand the lore. Oh, is he gonna murder his mom? Is he gonna murder himself? Tony, stop messing around right now. What, is he gonna go murder his dad? Who's he gonna murder? This movie is so slow. There's all this tension and barely any release. And you know what red rum spells backwards? It spells murder. Oh, wow. He wasted no time at all. Oh, wait. Tony woke her up. Wait, maybe Tony's good. Tony, I was not familiar with your game. Thank you. I should have believed more in Tony because he woke her up before the axe swung happened. Oh, come on. She's skinny enough to wiggle through. She's not even trying that hard. She has no survival instincts. You just left your kid out in the cold. She's not even trying. You're gonna say please to someone who's trying to kill you? That's not how it works. You can't just ask politely and they're like, oh, I have decided to change. Take your wedding ring off. It's no use here. Here's the iconic scene. Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready? We're gonna say it together. Ready?
Here's Johnny.
His face is peeking through. Stab it. She's not even trying. Yes! Girl, that's not even more than a paper cut. Like I said, she's not even trying. Tony, you gotta pick up the slack, kid.
Hello?
Don't you have The Shining? Don't you know what's happening? Why are you saying hello? Hello? Don't you know? Don't you have your own Tony? The Tonys are slacking. I need the Tonys to pick it up and start saving people. Tony's pissing me off no matter what he does. I'm just anti-Tony right now. No way he survives this. Unless he has his powers and he's like, yeah, and it's like the Force. Oh! Well, right in the heart, huh? This child needs to run and run far. Why is he limping? What happened to his leg? You know what? I have a bad knee too, so I totally get it. When I don't have enough water, my knee starts acting up. I have my own Tony living in my patella. You're going the wrong way. They're on the first floor. This woman, she doesn't know how to do anything. I just saw a waiter getting head from someone dressed as a bear. That would be my final straw. I'm checking out. Oh, he goes inside the maze. Oh, but he knows his way around. So he's gonna make it out and his dad's gonna be like, I don't know where I am. Oh shit, he's following his footsteps. Girl, you gotta boom in the snow. You gotta start walking and then boom behind you. Tony, save him. Tony, where are you? Girl, she's not even running. She is barely skipping. Oh shit, look where you're going. You know what? I think it's best if you just stay indoors. Stay in your room, take a nap because you're not being useful to a single person right now. Okay, someone has brains. Okay, Tony finally woke up. Did you enjoy your nap, Tony? Because we've been waiting for you to save this child. Oh, another iconic scene. The elevator fills with fruit punch and raspberry syrup. I don't find this movie very scary. Frankly, I just find it long. Ha, stupid idiot. Followed the son's footsteps, but little does he know, his son isn't there anymore. Yes, run, child, run. Run, Forrest, run. I also haven't seen Forrest Gump. That's not what this is about. Why'd she drop the knife? This woman, this lady, she's trying to get murdered. Okay, so they drive off into the sunset and leave the dead body just in the hotel for anyone to find, mind you, because they're not coming back until May 1st. So I don't even want to know how bad it's gonna smell when they come back. Maybe you should axe yourself in the heart. How about that? How about that, Jackie? How about that? Oh, shit. Okay. All right, great. I'm happy he froze to death. Slow and painful. Oh, so he's like not real? Like this whole experience isn't real, or he's like from the olden days? You know, I feel like they referenced this in an episode of Community. I'm like 90% sure they referenced this in an episode of Community. So what does this mean? Because this is 1921 is from a long time ago. I'm gonna have to look up the ending. Well, that was The Shining. I have to say, out of the 4 horror movies we've watched so far, gotta be on the bottom of the list. Only because I'm a really big fan of like jump scare horror and in your face horror. Even Psycho was scarier than this. Like, I don't know. It moved really slow. Probably I trust that for the intent of building the tension up so much. However, in my opinion, I don't think the release of the tension was proportional to the amount of tension that was built up. I think that when Danny escaped the maze, or when he figured out the footstep thing, I wish that there was just like one more like, oh no, he's gonna get them moment, you know what I mean? Like maybe when the engine is sputtering on the snowcat, he finds them and he's like about to get them. I just wish there would have been a little bit more. I think as a movie, if we take the whole like, oh, it's a horror movie out of it, I think as a movie it is pretty good. I think if it's just a drama movie, then it stands up pretty well. I think the buildup was just so much and so slow that to be patient for that long and then come to the end and not find like a real Chekhov's gun going off, for me was a little disappointing, especially since everyone's like, this is such a classic, and I understand why it's a classic. I don't know, maybe I'm just not film bro brained enough to appreciate this movie. I did like the exaggeration of cabin fever, right? Isolation, excessive solitude is something a lot of us have experienced, especially after 2020, and it is a fear to go so mad that you murder people. And I think that this really takes it really takes this concept and turns it up 12 notches, because like the only thing that really made them go insane, other than the like haunted hotel, was the fact that they were by themselves, right? It was the isolation, the solitude that made them and go feral. I didn't feel like there was much subversion. I kind of felt like I could mainly tell what was gonna happen, or I don't think that other than the ending with him in the painting or him in the picture, there was not much breaking up the pattern. I think that we all it was just like a bunch of creepy things mixed together, making you just like afraid of this haunted hotel. I do think the timing was really good. Pull off a slow horror is difficult, I won't lie, but I do think that the timing of many things were on point. The timing of the reveal of Mr. Grady, the timing of the red rum, I thought that was pretty good. There was just some things that I was like, what was the bear giving head to a waiter? I don't understand what that was. I would say overall, don't hate me. You know what? Hate me if you want, whatever. I just think overall, it's like a pretty mid horror movie. It's a good movie, just like if we don't put a genre to it. But a horror movie? I don't know. It just didn't resonate with me. Well, if you agree with my analysis, hit the subscribe button. And if you don't agree, hit the subscribe button. This is a place for everyone. Haters are welcome too. That's such a long, it was a lot for 2.5 hours. And then there wasn't like a scare thing at the end. I guess it's like more psychological horror. But even psychological horror, like, I don't know, maybe it's because from the 80s. Like, when I think psychological horror, I think Last Night in Soho or Midsommar. Like, that shit still creeped me out. This didn't really creep me out. I was just annoyed with Tony. And Shelley Duvall's character did nothing to help anyone. She's just running around help, 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 let me drop this knife. I hope you enjoyed this video, our final episode of Too Scary Cinema. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever and wherever you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Danny's not here. Danny's gonna sign off and go eat food. Probably some tomatoes. Bye.